So this ceiling here from the previous owners, they've put these timber battens across to try and stop it from sagging. So hopefully by the end of the time of finish we'll be able to actually take them down. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a piece of timber across the top with an acro prop just to get it lifted a little bit. So in the kitchen is the other place where the ceiling's sagging, and it's around the skyline. So let's get these tiles off and we'll have a look and see what's going on there. Okay, so I've come up onto the roof. Just come inside the roof space. You can see the gap between timbers and the plasterboard. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to vacuum this up, and the idea is that we're going to clean it right up so that when we put some adhesive in there, it's got something to stick to. So using the vacuum cleaner, I'm just going to give it a good clean and make sure the surfaces are spot on and adherence will be good. Yep, you can see there's a good 50 mil sag. It's going all the way through around the skylight. So we'll clean this up and I'll get this ready for lifting it up as well. You can see here, where the strappings have it's completely come away. Okay, so they're doing absolutely nothing, so there's no point leaving them there. So they're all cleaned up, and yeah, doing this process also gives you a good chance to see how big the problem is, but that's all clean now. So you head back inside and start to lift the ceiling.
A sweat rag.
So this is now the day to refix the ceiling. I've drilled holes across just to find the studs, and then I run the string line across, and I'll just mark lines on the ceiling just to show exactly where we're going to be drilling and refixing to the joists. Next step is I picked these up off Amazon out of the US. Couldn't find them in Australia, but they're plasterboard washers and they're perforated like so. So the plaster will stick to it afterwards, and the idea is that these will give you a wider gripping area of the head. So if you were just using a normal screw, it's most likely going to pull straight back out again from a sagging ceiling. So these are about 1 inch wide, and these will disperse the load a bit better. And I'm going to put these probably 15 to 20 centimeters. So I found that the head of the big washer was protruding a fair bit out of the chip rock steel. So these 25mm Forstner bit. And I'm just going to countersink them so they sit a bit more flush, and makes cleaning up with the flushing afterwards a bit easier. Just gone through and I've drilled about an 8mm hole every 200mm on each of the joists. I'm going to be injecting some chip rock acrylic stud adhesive before I screw it off. So you can see how this room was before. Whoever owned the property before me put these timber battens in just to stop the ceiling from collapsing. Gone through, pre-drilled the washers, taking the timbers off on this side. You can just see the amount of sag. It's pushed the corners right down. Alright, well, these timbers are down. I'll tell you what, those little chip rock washers are absolutely amazing. Now, I ordered 200 of them thinking I'd have stacks left over. Ended up with just 2 left. Just keep that in mind when you're ordering. Okay, that's the end of day 1. Tomorrow we sand and we paint. And after 2 coats of paint, this is the result. It's not perfect. If you come over here, you can see Against the corners it's not quite perfect all the way across, but it's pretty bloody good compared to what it was before. All that timber up there and sagging everywhere. It's come out really well. So that was a 2-day process for the kitchen and this bedroom. Still a bit of paint drying, you can see it's a bit patchy still, but overall very happy with the job.